What's up everybody, welcome, happy Monday. Today in my kitchen series we talk about Anavar. I'm still nursing somewhat of a flu, it's quite annoying, so I'm having some Gatorade here. It's not a plug, I just really need it. So Anavar, or Oxandrolone, is a steroid that's being talked about a lot and nobody really knows what's up. It's like it's supposed to do everything, right? Give you strength, burn fat, make you happy, make you lots of money. So look at the science for a second. So Anavar was developed in the 60s. That's my daughter running cross. Kids, wait, I don't. And it was actually developed for people that had suffered weight loss from all kinds of diseases, or people that suffered from osteoporosis, people that simply couldn't develop physically, or people that suffered from any type of grave injuries, severe burns, so to bring them back. So it was actually approved for use in children and women, hence osteoporosis. So from there on, it became widely used until the FDA as such tightened the grip on steroids and put it off the market. So Anavar is an oral steroid. It has a C17 alpha, which makes it somewhat liver toxic, but it has to have it, otherwise it would be destroyed in the liver. Its anabolic androgen reading is quite high. It's about 300 to 600, give or take a couple of numbers, compared to testosterone, which is 100. So one would expect massive muscle gains. But it doesn't. So Anavar is not a bulking steroid. It gives a good amount of lean mass. It is very helpful in dieting because it keeps muscle mass on. And it's also very useful for people who want to gain strength without gaining mass. So swimmers, track and field athletes, wide receivers, crew, people like that, you know. So for athletic ability, it's a fantastic drug. As I said, it's the only drug that is being used by women that is safe, and by children. So the side effects are, as usual, they can be hair loss. It's harsh on the lipids in the sense of it kills your healthy cholesterol. It is somewhat liver toxic, and it suppresses testosterone. It's not as harsh as, let's say, trenbolone or what have you. Ali, komm mal her. Ali, come, say hi to the fans. Come, say hi. So hi. There's my daughter. Hi. Okay. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so now she distracted me. So the side effects are really not as harsh, and there's a good amount of benefit, so you gain muscle mass. It's the one steroid where there's some evidence that it burns fat, so it directly targets lipolysis, which is interesting because other steroids don't do that. Part of that mystique of Anavar burning body fat is also that it's being used by people who are already very lean. So then the average user sees, let's say, some wide receivers who then gets caught with it on TV and thinks, oh wow, this guy really burned fat. But that's probably not the Anavar, that's probably the guy was already lean, looked for steroid that gave him additional strength without putting on mass, so you catch my drift. So lean mass, fat loss, not too harsh, acceptable for women, the only steroid that's acceptable for women, and children. How can I lose? Like, why don't I take this year round? The problem is, you won't get it, okay? Anavar is impossible to find. The production cost is very high, so most of the Anavar is fake. And by most, I mean like 105%. So if you're lucky, you're buying sugar pills, which is annoying because then you wasted $400 or $500 on sugar pills. If you're unlucky, you're buying Dianabol or methyl testosterone. Now, as a guy, that's not the end of the world because you're still getting some sort of an anabolic push. Even though the side effects are much harsher, you're not getting the quality muscle mass and so on and so forth that you're looking for. As a woman, if you're taking, sorry, I still have this accent after 20 years in this country. If you're taking Dianabol instead of Anavar, out of a sudden you're looking at visualizations such as growing hair, voice goes deeper, stuff that you don't want to grow grows, and so on and so forth. That's a huge problem. So for women, it can only be that you, I don't know how, somehow find a doctor that will prescribe Anavar for you. Taken from the underground market is you have to be insane as a female. Like a guy, as I said, like, look, it's, you might waste your money, you might buy very overpriced D-bol. It's not going to be the end of the world. It's not going to give you the body you want, but the truth is, real Anavar, there is probably more unicorns out there. I know everybody knows this guy who swears by this, that, the other, but the truth is it's very, very scarce, you know, and the production cost is this high, whereas to make D-bol and methyl testosterone, it costs this much, so the dealers simply fake it, you know, this plain simple. So it's a great drug if you could get it, but since most of us don't have the means to get directly from some sort of pharmaceutical company, it won't help you. Okay, so it's a nice pipe dream and everything. It's a drug that does everything, that burns fat and gives you strength, but unfortunately it's out of our reach. So it's like my daughter playing in the room with unicorns. She might actually catch one before you or I get Anavar. Sorry. Alright guys, take it easy.